She always called him Sweetheart Beta, the boy who practically grew up inside her home. Evan had been her son Noah's best friend since middle school. Polite, kind, respectful, the kind of boy every mother adored. But one night, everything changed. When he returned from college and walked into her kitchen at midnight, something in his eyes was different, older, deeper, holding a truth she wasn't prepared to see. And when he said, "Mrs. Carter, I'm not a kid anymore," her entire world shattered. Because in that moment, she saw it too, the forbidden feelings neither of them had the courage to say out loud. And what happened next tore their entire family apart. Emily Hale had lived a quiet life in Portland, Oregon, ever since her husband died 5 years ago. Her days felt predictable. Garden in the morning, bookkeeping in the afternoon, wine in the evening. Nothing new. Nothing exciting. Nothing alive. That changed the moment her son's best friend came home for summer break. Daniel Carter had always been the sweet kid who spent every weekend in her house growing up. But now, at 21, he walked in taller, broader, with a calm confidence she didn't recognize. His voice was deeper, his smile warmer. And when he hugged her, Emily felt something shift inside her chest, something she quickly ignored. Double quotes, Mrs. Hale. "It's really good to see you," Daniel said, holding the hug for a second too long. She didn't know if he noticed, but she did. That night, while her son and Daniel played video games, Emily couldn't shake the feeling that something had changed, not in Daniel, but in her. She wasn't supposed to notice him like this. She wasn't supposed to feel her heart wake up again, but she did. It started with small things, casual conversations while her son was out, lingering moments in the kitchen, Daniel offering to help with groceries, fixing her porch light, carrying bags for her, but one night changed everything. Emily couldn't sleep, so she went downstairs for tea. Daniel was already there, sitting at the counter with his sketchbook open. He looked up, surprised. "Couldn't sleep either?" he asked softly. They talked about college, work, life, grief, and all the emotions both of them never said out loud. For the first time in years, Emily felt seen. Understood. Daniel didn't treat her like a mother or a widow. He talked to her like she was someone who mattered. When she reached for her cup, their fingers brushed. Neither of them pulled away. Daniel swallowed. "Emily." He never called her by her name. Never. Her breath trembled. "Daniel, we shouldn't, I know," he whispered. "But I can't help how I feel when I look at you." Emily's heart nearly stopped. Emily tried to distance herself. She avoided him in the kitchen, left rooms quickly, pretended she didn't feel anything, but Daniel didn't let her disappear. He stayed kind, gentle, patient. He didn't push. But he didn't hide either. One afternoon, Emily tripped while watering her backyard plants. Daniel rushed to her, helping her up, holding her hand longer than necessary. She felt safe, painfully safe, in a way she hadn't felt since her husband died. "Emily, why are you running from me?" Daniel whispered, brushing dirt off her arm. "Because this is wrong," she said, her voice breaking. "You're just a boy." "My son's friend. I'm not a boy." His tone was firm, steady, and "I've cared about you for years. I just never had the courage to say it." For years. Emily felt everything inside her crumble. That night, she cried, not from fear, but from the terrifying realization that she felt the same. A heavy storm hit the city. Power went out. Her son was stuck at a friend's place. Emily was alone until Daniel knocked on her door. "Just checking on you," he said, drenched hair clinging to his forehead. She let him in, wrapped him in a towel, and for the first time, they'd laughed together freely. When lightning cracked through the sky, Emily flinched, and Daniel gently held her shoulders. The world outside was chaos, but inside, it felt calm, warm, dangerously intimate. "Emily," he whispered, his forehead touching hers, "tell me to stop, and I will." She couldn't. She didn't want to. Daniel kissed her softly, carefully, like she was something precious he didn't want to break. For the first time in years, she felt alive. The next morning hit like reality crashing through a dream. Her son returned early. Daniel left silently before dawn, both of them shaken, unsure of what last night meant. Emily tried to act normal, tried to hide the way her heart raced every time. Daniel's name came up, but secrets have a way of slipping through cracks. Her son noticed everything. Daniel avoiding eye contact. Emily's nervousness, the tension in the air. What happened between you two? He finally demanded. Emily froze. Daniel stood behind him, jaw tight, fists clenched. He looked at Emily like he was ready to take the blame. All of it. It's just to protect her. But Emily stepped forward. Something happened, she whispered. And I need to explain. Daniel didn't leave that night. He stayed, standing beside her like a shield, while Emily told her son everything, not in detail. Not the kiss, but the truth. That feelings had grown. That boundaries had blurred. That loneliness and kindness had turned into something deeper. Her son was furious, hurt, betrayed, confused. He shouted, stormed out, slammed doors. But Daniel didn't move an inch from Emily's side. When the front door finally quieted, Emily broke down, shaking. I ruined everything, she cried. Daniel gently wiped her tears. You didn't ruin anything. You just felt something human, and so did I. For the first time, she allowed herself to rest her head against his chest. He held her like she wasn't a mistake, but a choice. Days passed. Her son refused to talk. Emily felt the weight of guilt, fear, and shame. But Daniel kept showing up, bringing groceries, checking on her, repairing things around the house, making sure she ate, making sure she wasn't alone. One evening, she finally asked, "Why are you still here?" Daniel looked at her without hesitation. Because I love you. And I'm not going anywhere unless you tell me to. Emily felt her heart open completely wide, vulnerable, unprotected. She cupped his face, tears in her eyes. Daniel, I don't know where this will go. But I don't want to lose you. You won't, he whispered. Not anymore. He kissed her again, slow, deep, full of promise. And for the first time in a long time, Emily believed in a future she never expected. A future where love didn't care about age, rules, or judgments, only truth.